Officers, as in police officers in Washington state, being forced to show their private social media accounts to a commission or face termination. This is a review, and it's part of a new police certification move. Jason Rantz with us this morning. How are officers responding to this?
Oh, they are not happy. They were first shocked to see this as part of their training, saying, you certify that you will consent to anyone from, it's called the Criminal Justice Training Commission. This is the organization that basically does the training for new recruits before they head on over to an individual agency. And they said, why would I do this? The thinking was that this was a new requirement for the new recruits who just sign up, because under those circumstances, they are overseen by the Criminal Justice Training Commission. And individual agencies essentially have their own social media policies. But it turns out that as part of one of the many bills, so-called police accountability bills that the Democrats passed in order to dismantle the police and then rebuild it in a certain image, they say, no, this actually applies to all officers. Now, there's some concern, number one, that this is not legal. And number two, that it's a huge abuse of the state power to be able to go into someone's Twitter account or their Facebook and not just see the stuff that's public, which obviously is public, but to see the stuff that's private. So the direct messages, the Facebook messages, some of those things, including just accounts that are maybe by design private just for family and friends.
Okay, let's look at this more closely. What do you think they're looking for, Jason?
So they're looking for a few things. Number one, if anyone wages some sort of complaint against one of these officers, maybe for bias policing, well, they can say, hey, you just had a tweet that showed you liked something that was conservative or from Fox Business. Let's go ahead and check your account to make sure that you're not doing something or really thinking something that we don't want you to think. Because remember, this happens just a few weeks after January 6th, there were some officers from Seattle police who went to the rally. They went to the portion of the rally where there was just the speeches. Well, two of them got a little bit too close to the Capitol when some of the rioting started, and so they were fired. And part of that investigation from the Seattle Police Department ended up looking into private personal documents that under threat of termination, they had to turn over. So they weren't even given real due process.
I don't know where this is going. I mean, that is unbelievable, really, isn't it? You can't stay on the force if we can't see your Facebook page. Good Lord, have we come to this? Jason, look, thanks very much for bringing this story to our attention. It may sound a little picayune just in one state, but that has broader implications across the country. Thank you, Jason. See you again soon.
Thanks, Stuart.